Hi guys, I'm Missy, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So today's video is another part of a declutter series, and I'm going to work on my highlighters today. As you can see, I've already kind of like got them separated out. I have my liquids and creams here, and then the rest of these are like powders. So I think I'm going to start with my liquids and creams first, just like I did with the blush declutter. So let me kind of move some things over and out of the way. Alright, so I have all of them in here. Most of them are ColourPop. So let's just start with those. I have this one in the shade Flying High. Love this one. Very like icy highlighter. Keeping. It's like a purpley tint. Also have Bullseye. This one's more of a champagne color. Keeping. Also have Urth, or Urth, U-R-T-H. This is like an icy pink. Keeping. Then I have Starbrite. This one's more of a like a light, not quite champagne, not quite icy white, but kind of in between. Keeping. So these were part of the Lucky Penny collection. I have On a Streak. It's that one. I want to swatch it. That's what it looks like. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. So I may try it on my face to see what I think, if it's too dark or not. Also have Minted from that collection. I'm going to swatch it as well. Yeah, I'm going to put that in maybe as well. And then we have Happy Accident. A Happy Accident is too dark for me, so I'm going to declutter that one, pass that on to someone else who can use it. Alright, I think that's all of the ColourPop sticks. Still sticking with like stick highlighters. I have this one from Pley Beauty. It's from the Cobra Kai collection. Love this one. This one is very good for an everyday highlight on me. So definitely keeping. And I also have the e.l.f. Glow Stick from the Jelly Pop collection. Same thing. Good for everyday. This one does stay a bit tacky though. So you do kind of have to set it down with powder. But keeping. Also have this one from the My Little Pony Beauty Creations. This is the Main Event Ponyship Highlight Stick. Love this one. Very pretty. Keeping. Okay. Same with this. I picked this up on, I can't remember if it was Ice Cream Beauty or Ipsy. I think it was Ipsy. And I love this for like a very quick, everyday. I like to mix and match the two. It's kind of a putty to powder texture. Really pretty on the skin. Keeping. This is the shade Skin Glow Moonlight. Very pretty. Okay. Alright, so let's get into like the kind of like squeezy tube ones. I have the Tarte Glow Tape. This one is in Pearl Glow, Keeping. I also have Amber Glow. Let's see if I can swatch this. Oh, this one hasn't been used. I'm going to look up the swatches online for this one to see if it possibly is too dark for me, because I don't want to squirt it out since it hasn't been used. If I can pass it on to someone else. If I can't figure it out with looking at swatches online, then I may swatch it and just pass it along to someone else. That being said, please do not ask me for makeup. I just feel icky passing it on, especially used ones, to people that are not my close family members and friends. So please don't ask. Okay, moving on. We have this one from e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow Beauty one. I have the shade Champagne, Keeping. And then another squeezy tube. We have from Essence the Baby Got Glow Liquid Highlighter in Sassy and Silk. Let me see here. Let me squirt this out and swatch it. I do appreciate that this has the locking mechanism. I hate the ones that don't. Like the e.l.f. ones don't have the locking mechanism. And you gotta watch because they tend to seep out when that happens. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with this one. I think it's dried out already. Oof. Oh. Okay. Not a fan of that. Very pretty shade on me, but because of what it just did, I think I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile for right now and see if I can fix it. If I can't fix it, then it's just gonna go in the declutter. Okay, so lastly we have our liquids. Let's do this one. This is the Ofra liquid one in the shade Monroe. I actually really like this. You guys know I'm very particular about liquid highlighters because usually when they're in tubes like this and they don't have like a doe foot or like a poof, I don't like them. I would prefer that they would change this to maybe like a doe foot or something though, but I am going to keep it because I really like this shade. Alright, and then we have the Rare Beauty one that I got in my Ipsy Icon box. I got the shade Mesmerize. I'm going to keep. I got this one from Shayna B. Miami in the shade Nude Beach. This is way too dark for me, so I'm going to declutter. We have this one from Unearthly. This is the shade Bizarre. We have this one from Unearthly. This is the shade Bizarre. Very pretty, like purple lavender highlighter. Very unique to my collection. I'm going to keep. Alright, I'm going to change out my battery, guys, and then we're going to go over the rest of them. Alright, let's move on to this one, and I'll be honest with you, there probably won't be very much I declutter from this, because this is mostly, actually it is all ColourPop, I believe. There may be one or two that's not, but I'll show you what I have. I have this one from ColourPop. This is On and On. I'm going to set this to the side, put in the maybe pile. So I'm going to swatch it, see how dark it really is. And we have Addicted to You. It's that that one, very pretty. Keeping. I do hate these clamshell containers though. I have this one. This is Candy Floss. Ooh, very pretty. Keeping. Love this one for like a brow highlight or an inner corner look. Definitely keeping my Rudolph Soul Body one. Love this one. It's the shade Jingle, Jingle, Jingle. Definitely keeping this one. This is, I think, the only like green tinted highlighter I have left in my collection. This is from the Hocus Pocus 2 collection. It's called Find the Book. Keeping. We have this one. This is the shade Lav Dreams. Very, very pretty purple. Keeping. We have this one. This is from the Coral collection, I believe. Unfortunately, the clasp is broke on it. This is Coastin. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile and then swatch it. See if it's too deep for me or not. We have this one. This is the shade The Real Thing. Can't remember what collection this was from. I think the Nude collection. Oh, well, I just took a big chunk out of it because it got stuck. Nice. I'll just scrape that off. I'm going to keep. I'm sorry guys, I didn't realize for the first half of this video I didn't have my filming light on, so hopefully you'll still be able to see what I was putting up there since it was so close, but it's on now. So I have this one from ColourPop. This is the Urth. Hopefully, I'm going to have to be careful with these because of what happened to the last one. Love this one. Keeping. And we have this one from the Orchid Unite collection. This is their sister brand, Soul Body. This is Wild Orchid. This one is a bit too deep for me for a highlighter, but what I like to use it as more of a glowy blush lighter, blush topper type product. So I am going to keep it for that reason. We have the Super Shocks. We have Seismic. Love this one. Definitely keeping. We have Parasol. Gonna put in the maybe pile. We have Double Down. I'm gonna keep. We have Showtime. Keeping. We have Out of Quartz. I'm going to put in the maybe pile. We have Thimble. I'm going to keep. We have Flexitarian. You guys know this is an automatic. Yes, this is my favorite ColourPop Super Shock, as you can tell with all the dents in it. It's a lot of people's favorites. So definitely keeping. And we have this one from Estate. This is the shade Sonic. This is a like kind of peachy, pinky shade. I'm going to declutter this one. Very pretty. But I'm going to declutter. We have Twilight one. This is Meadow. Very, very pretty. Like you can see the pink shift in there. Keeping. Also have Vampire Skin. Love this one as well. Very pretty. Keeping. We have this one from the Frosty collection. This is Winter Wonder. Love. Keeping. You guys can see I've put quite a few dents in this one as well. This one has almost as much as Flexitarian, and I haven't had this one nearly as long as Flexitarian. And we also have Icicle Spree from the Frosty collection as well. Love this one too. Keeping. Alright, and now we have the heart-shaped ones. We have this one. This is Love Struck. Very pretty. Pinky shade. Keeping. We have In My Feels. Very nice, like lavender. Pinky lavender-ish shade. Keeping. We have You're Glowing. Love this one. Keeping. And we have Heart of Gold. Very pretty peach. Keeping. And lastly, in those, we have Makin Memories. And very pretty icy shade. Keeping. Alright, I'm going to put those that I'm keeping back in this container, and then we're going to move over to the next container. Alright, so this one is mostly Glam Light with a few other brands kind of mixed in there. So we'll start here. We have this one from Tarte. This is the shade Fantasy. This was from a holiday collection. Keeping. We're going to continue with Tarte. We have this one. This one's also from the most recent holiday collection. This is the shade Shine. Keeping. Same with this one, part of the holiday collection. It's the shade Shimmer. Very pretty. Keeping. I'm going to go right here. We have this one from Physicians Formula. This is their Diamond Dust Mineral Wear. I did not like this one. It was way too sparkly for me, so I'm going to declutter. We have my Essence Xmas highlighter. I got this in one of their advent calendars. These are very like subtle highlighters, but I do like them, so I'm going to keep. Same with this one. This is a blush lighter that I got in one of their advent calendars. Very pretty, like pinky, glowy blush lighter. Keeping. Then we have the golden highlighter that I also got in an advent calendar. Keeping. Love the little embossings that they put in them too. We have this one from Odin's Eye. This is Pink Star. I got this in a mystery box. This is like a green to pink, I believe, shift. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile, because if I remember correctly, I think it might be a bit too glittery for my liking. Sticking with Odin's Eye, we have this one. This is the Norn's Mesmerizer. This is Wicked, I think. Web of Destiny, it looks like the shade is. Got this in a mystery box as well. I think it's a very pretty, like, pinky champagne shade. Look at that pan. That pan is so pretty. I'm going to keep. Then we have this one, which is Spring of Life from that same Norns collection. Also got in a mystery box. Very unique, like blue and white. I don't have very many of this type of highlighter in my collection, so I'm going to keep. Then we have this. This is more of like a duo. Has a blush and a highlighter in here from Pacifica. I got this in an Ipsy. I believe the reason it's in my highlighter drawer is because I liked the highlighter, but I didn't like the blush. The blush was just too subtle for me. This is a neat little packaging though, because you get your blush and your highlighter, and then you get a mirror on the back of it. I'm gonna declutter this one and pass it on to someone else. But the shades for that is the highlighter is the shade Glimmer, and the blush is called Firelit. We have this highlighter that I got in an Ipsy from the brand Floss. This is the shade Sunlit. Very pretty, but I think I've got this covered in a lot of other ones I've already kept, so I'm going to declutter. We have this ZC one that I got in an Ice Cream Beauty box. The shade number SO2. Very pretty, very subtle. I'm gonna put in a maybe pile for right now. We have this one from Delancey. This is the shade number 2. Can't get it open. If I remember correctly, this is extremely difficult to open. Yeah. But that's what it looks like. It has a very, like, white to pink shift. This is very glittery, though. So if you like a glittery highlight, you'll love this, but not for me. I'm going to declutter. We have this one from Essence. This is an eyeshadow and brow highlighter. I actually really like this. I like the idea of it. So I'm going to keep. We have this one from the Wet n Wild collection. This is Let Your Light Shine. And it looks like it would be very glittery, but it isn't. So I'm going to keep. You have this one that's new to my collection. I bought this because Ollie Dawson raves about it. This is the shade Universal. This is the Lit and Luminous Baked Highlighter from Iconic London, and it is very pretty. I reach for this quite often lately since getting it, so I'm going to keep. We have this one from Ofra that I got, I believe, I'm not sure if this was Ice Cream Beauty or an Ipsy. I think it was an Ice Cream Beauty box. This is the shade Rodeo Drive. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile for now. I don't like this like super bulky packaging, but I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. We have this little tiny one here from Phase Zero. This is the shade Rose Gold. Very, very light. I'm going to declutter. Same with this one. This is from Nomad. This is the shade Kiss of Sun Highlighter. I'm going to declutter. Both of those came from Ipsy Glam Bags. We have my Give Beauty. This is Platinum Cowgirl. These are very reminiscent of how the old Physicians formulas were made, but I really like this, with the exception of the smell, which I tell you guys about everything that Give has. I do think that Give is leaving Sephora because everything is pretty much 50% off on there. So hopefully the brand still continues, at least online or something, because I do think that they have quite a few products that are really good in quality. I think they just kind of missed the mark a little bit with not providing more options in their products, because it was very like neutral-esque everything, which I don't mind, but I'm also someone who loves color, so I feel like the only things that they like really offered color in was kind of the blushes and their eyeliners, like their gel eyeliners, but other than that everything was very neutral. But I'm going to keep this one because I do love the quality of it. Alright, so we have my Wicked Widow Beauty the Crow. This is glittery, but I do really like it, so I am going to keep it. And I have been I've been a fan of the Crow since the 90s, the Brandon Lee, which is what this collection was dedicated to. So I'm definitely keeping, even if it's just for the nostalgia, but I do like the product too. We have this one from Unearthly. This is Get Groovy. I'm gonna put in the maybe pile, so I'm unsure how glittery it's gonna be. And all these ones I'm putting in the maybe pile, I'm gonna go back and swatch. All these ones I'm putting in the maybe pile, I'm gonna go back and swatch and see whether I want to keep or not. This is Spaced Out. This is another Unearthly one. Same thing. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. Got that in a mystery box. I got this one from Fantasy Cosmetica. Same thing. They look kind of glittery. I'm going to put in the maybe. Alright, so the rest of these are my Glam Lights. So we have Chucky, I'm going to put in the maybe pile. We have the Coca-Cola one. I'm going to put in the maybe pile. We have the Halloween 2 one. This one I like. It's not super glittery, so I'm going to keep this one. So I don't need to swatch that one because I actually really like that one. We have this Pina Colada one. I'm going to going to put in the maybe pile. We have this one from Michaela. I really like this one as well. It's from the first collection. I'm going to keep. We have this one from the Friday the 13th collection. Again, like this one as well. We're going to keep. We have the Ghost Face one. I'm going to put in the maybe pile. We have the Scooby-Doo one from their first Scooby-Doo collection. I'm going to put in the maybe pile. We have the Hershey's one, the milk chocolate one. I'm going to put in the maybe pile because I want to swatch these, see how dark they actually are. We have the cookies and cream one from Hershey and Glamlight. I am going to put in the maybe pile. We have the Fresh Prince one from Glamlight. Again, I'm going to put in the maybe pile. And then we have the Michaela Pot 2 one. And I do really like these, so I'm going to keep them. Alright, so let me get a makeup wipe so I can start swatching on some of these. Alright, so let's swatch out of Quartz first. Alright, that one I think I can keep. And let's do Parasol. That one I think I can keep too. Now if I use these again, on the face and they turn out to like leave a cast and stuff on my face, then I will update whether I decluttered them or not. Let's see what else here. Let's stick with ColourPop. Okay, let's do this one, the clamshell here. I'm going to be covered in glitter the rest of the day. Yeah, I can definitely keep that one. Okay. Alright, let's swatch these stick ones again. Let me wipe off my hand first. Okay, that is Minted. And the other one is On a Streak. On a Streak, I'm going to declutter. That's definitely too dark for me. And I'm going to declutter, what was it again? Minted as well. I could probably pull it off, but it's just very, very, very gold sheen to it, so I'm going to declutter. You guys should be proud of me. I'm actually breaking up collections because I don't want to just keep them because they're part of collections if they're not going to work for me. Alright, so, yeah, this one I'm gonna have to, like, play around with a little bit. But let's move on to some other stuff. Let's do the Rodeo Drive highlighter. I'm gonna declutter. It's pretty, but the packaging's just too bulky, and I already have that shade and other stuff. Alright, let's go with, oh, we have another color pop back here, don't we? Let's grab it. Okay. That one is more of like a peachy tone. I'm gonna keep. Okay. And we have this Odin's Eye one. Okay. Alright, it's not super glittery. It's very like sheeny, pink to green. You guys can see. I'm gonna keep. Ooh, maybe not. I just went to wipe off my hand and I don't know if you guys can see all the glitter. So yeah, I'm gonna declutter that. Alright, let's do this ZC one. Oh yeah, that's definitely one I can use. I'm gonna keep. Alright, let's do these unearthly ones. That's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. I feel like this one is the one that's going to be very glittery though. This one definitely is more glitter. This one is more sheen. I do like them though, so I'm going to keep them. Okay. Alright, so this is another unearthly one. Both of these look like they're glittery. Yeah, both of those are very glittery. I'm gonna declutter that one. Alright, then we have this one from Fantasy Cosmetica. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. The last two are pretty glittery. This one has some glitter in it too, but it's not as glittery as the other two. But I like the sheen that's in it as well. So I'm gonna keep and try on the face and see how I like it. Alright, the only ones that are left are Glam Lights. So let's do Chucky. Oof. Yeah, I can feel the grit in that one. I'm on the fence with that one. Let's do the Coca-Cola one. Like that one. That is very pretty. It's not super chunky glitter. I'm going to keep the Coca-Cola one. Let's try this Pina Colada one. Oh yeah. See, that is more the formula. It's an older formula of Glamlite. That's more like what I like. I don't like the super chunky glittery ones. I know they're trying to go for like the multi-chrome duochrome highlights with the shifts, but I just wish sometimes they would do more of the just plain sheeny highlights too. So I'm keeping the Pina Colada one. I'm trying to wipe off as much glitter as I can off my hand so I don't get it confused when I go to swatch the rest of these. Alright, let's do the Fresh Prince one. It's another one I'm on the fence about. This middle one definitely has more glitter in it, but the other two are not bad. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep it for now. And I'm definitely gonna pull these ones out that I'm keeping for now that I'm like swatching and not 100% sure about with the glitter, and try it on my face again. Ghost face one. These look smooth. So let's see. Okay. Alright, so the top one feels the grittiest. Let me swatch down here. Yeah, see, the bottom one is more what I like. Top one is more gritty with the glitter. I'm gonna keep and try out some more. What I may do is I may go back through these, and after I use them on my face, if the ones that are not glittery on the face as well, as opposed to just swatching, I may depot if I can and put in a palette. Alright, this is the cookies and cream one. If I remember correctly, I think I did like this one quite a bit. Yeah, this one I like. Very smooth, very sheeny, with minimal glitter, if any. Really, that one doesn't have much glitter because the glitter that's there is just left behind from the other highlighters. Alright, so I'm going to keep that one. Alright, and then we have this one, the milk chocolate one. This one, I got a feeling is going to be too dark for me, but we'll see. Yeah, those shades are too dark for me, so I'm going to declutter that one. I know I could use them as eyeshadows, but I have enough eyeshadow palettes and stuff that I don't really need to be keeping highlighter just to make it into eyeshadows for myself. Alright, and then lastly we have the Scooby-Doo palette, highlighter palette. This is going to be another one where one is like smooth, yeah, and the other one is glittery, yeah, see? See how this one, like it has some glitter, but it's more sheen. See how you can see more glitter particles in the bottom one? I'm going to keep it. This right here, I don't know if you guys can see, is why I don't like to keep the super glittery highlights, because I've wiped this off with pretty much after every swatch with a makeup wipe. And I don't really want to have to be dealing with glitter on my face for days after wearing makeup. So that's one reason I lean more towards the sheen as opposed to the glitter. It's just a personal preference. Alright, and I'm going to keep the Chucky one for now too and try it on my face. Okay, so I'm going to add everything up and I'll be right back to give you my totals. Alright, I'm back and I kept 65 highlighters, which are in the totes back here, containers back here, and I decluttered 17 because I added in this one from Tarte, and I also decided to declutter the Essence Baby Got Glow completely too. So I kept 65 and I decluttered 17, which is almost a third of my highlighters. Definitely could have been better. Granted, I'm still going to be evaluating the Glam Light, Unearthly, and I believe it is Fantasy Cosmetica ones I wanted to use on my face still when I do my next couple looks, so I can get more of a definitive answer on whether they're going to be too glittery for me or not. So if I do end up getting rid of any more before my next declutter out of those, I will update you guys either here on the screen or in a pinned comment down below. Alright, if you guys like these declutters, let me know down in the comments. I like doing them because it does clear out space for when I have to reevaluate some new things. I'm trying to not purchase as much this year as I have in the past, that's for sure. My next declutter coming should be my lip products, and that's going to be a pretty big collection, I'm gonna say, because I'm looking over all the containers. It looks like a lot, so hopefully I can dwindle that one down. And I don't believe I'm going to do my lip liners and eyeliners this time around. We'll see. I may change my mind, but most likely not. So yeah, most likely the next one's coming up after this one will be definitely lip products, and then of course the eyeshadow palettes. Alright, let me know what you guys think about these videos in the comments down below. If you would like and subscribe down below, it really helps me out, and I would appreciate it. Until next time, guys. Bye.